This last year, there has been a tremendous renewal in religion, faith, Christianity, and belief in God. Tremendous renewal. This is especially true among young people, and a big part of that had to do with my great friend, Charlie Kirk, a great guy, great man.
Oh, don't exploit him. Please don't exploit him.
So last year, Charlie was violently murdered by an assassin and martyred.
I feel like farting on the stream right now.
Beliefs. His wonderful wife, Erica, is with us tonight.
Yeah,
Erica,
she's wonderful. Look at her. That phony fucking bitch. I'm sure she's the center of attention in every Eyes Wide Shut party. Yeah, me too.
Thank you, Erica. Been through a lot. In Charlie's memory, we must all come together to reaffirm that America is one nation under God, and we must totally reject political violence of any kind.
Yeah, you're doing a great job at that, let me tell you. Literally covering up the crime.
We love religion, and we love bringing it back. And it's coming back at levels
religion is bullshit. We don't need religion. We just need Jesus.
It's a beautiful thing to see. Above all, unleashing America's promise requires keeping our communities safe. We have made incredible strides, yet dangerous repeat offenders continue to be released by pro-crime Democrat politicians again and again. We are honored to be joined tonight by
I don't think the Democrats are the problem anymore.
Been through hell, Anya Zarutska. In 2022, she and her beautiful daughter, so beautiful, what a beautiful young woman. Irina fled war-torn.
He's already said her name
war-torn Ukraine to
twice,
live with
two different
relatives
ways.
Near
Let's see how he pronounces
Charlotte,
it next time.
North Carolina. And by the way, what's going on with Charlotte? Last summer, 23-year-old Irina was riding home on the train when a deranged monster who had been arrested over a dozen times and was released through no cash bail, stood up and viciously slashed a knife through her neck and body.
Bro, it's all the same. Democrats, Republicans, it's the same thing. They're just playing different parts.
On that train.
They're all working for the same people.
No one will ever forget the expression of terror on Irina's face as she looked up at her attacker in the last seconds of her life. She died instantly. She had escaped a brutal war only to be slain by a hardened criminal set free to kill in America, came in through open borders. Mrs. Zaretsky, tonight I promise you we will ensure justice for your
I'm pretty sure he was still the president when that started. What? Wasn't he? How quickly we forget. Exactly. Two wings, same bird. Republicans, Democrats, never forget they tag team those towers. Actually.
How do you not stand? How do you not stand?
It was more like a three-way.
I'm asking this Congress to pass tough legislation to ensure that violent and dangerous repeat offenders are put behind bars, and importantly, that they stay there.
I'm just saying, you know.
Starting last summer, I deployed our National Guard and federal law enforcement to restore law and order to our most dangerous cities, including Memphis, Tennessee, big success.
Yo, Stacy's getting a whole box of hoodies when they come in.
Louisiana, big success. And our nation's capital itself, Washington, D.C., where we have almost no crime anymore in Washington, D.C. How did that happen? In fact, crime in Washington is now at the lowest level ever recorded, and murders in D.C. this January were down close to 100% from a year ago.
I'm very grateful.
They don't like to hear that. One of sick people, one of the brave service members who helped achieve this stunning turnaround was 20-year-old West Virginia Army National Guard Specialist Sarah Beckstrom.
Everything
After
is the
a
best in the
4-month
history
deployment, she voluntarily extended her service, and her rank was going to be
I don't know, something weird with his
lifted.
mouth, though.
She was
Did he
doing
get, like,
so
new
well.
veneers
I
or
was so
something?
proud of her. But the very next day, she was on patrol near the White House when she was
Yo, screw the
ambushed
Dow.
and
Stacy
shot
just
in
sent
the
me my
head
first
by a
$100
terrorist
super.
monster from
The
Afghanistan.
Dow is really up in the
Shouldn't have been
Bayes
in our country.
household.
And all because she wore the uniform of our nation. She was shot.
I love you guys.
He traveled here because he didn't like people wearing our uniform. He was sick and deranged, shouldn't have been in our country. Sarah Beckstrom died in order to
I
defend
can think
our
of a lot of
capital.
people that shouldn't be in
And
our
we
country
are honored
right
to
now.
be joined by her wonderful parents, Gary and Eva Lee.
And I'm not worried
Your
about
daughter
anybody
was
with
a
Spanish
true
heritage.
American
Well,
patriot, and
maybe
she
not
will
anyone.
be
I'm
greatly
sure
missed. She
there's,
was a great person. I saw reports on
couple
her.
of,
They've never seen anything like it.
not so great characters that we don't want, but I think you guys know what I'm saying. I love you too, man. I love all you guys. I'm telling you. I have to make this channel a success. Not just for me, but for you guys too. For the whole community. Like, I'm going to do everything I can to make my mark on this world and try to make it a better place.
So sorry. Thank you
But
very
even
much.
if, just for now, if I could
Great
just
young lady. I saw reports
make
of
something
her.
a little better for all of
Perfect.
us,
She was perfect.
you know?
Serving alongside
The little
Sarah
wins matter,
that day
too.
was Staff Sergeant Andrew Wolf. The terrorist shot Andrew in the head, and no one thought he could possibly make it. The two of them, Sarah and Andrew, both shot violently in the head. Neither was expected to make it. They weren't even given a chance.
Yo, this guy,
his
this guy,
wonderful
like,
mother
looks forward to, like,
named
bad
Melody,
things
who I
happening in
spoke
the
to
news
the
more than Al
same night.
Sharpton used to in the 90s.
And she was so positive. The doctors thought that Andrew was gone. But his mother said, no, no, Mr. President, Andrew will be fine. He's going to make it. I've never seen anything like it. I mean, he was given almost no chance.
Oh, yeah?
She
Did
said,
he
I
have
have
a
no
neck of
doubt,
steel,
sir,
too?
he's going to be okay. This was a conversation that I had with her that night, with her son laying helplessly in bed, blood all over. Everybody is praying, she said, sir, he will
Thank you,
be
guys. I'm
okay.
trying.
The doctors didn't understand what she was saying.
And I'm glad to hear
And
that you
after
think my
looking at the
rants are top
results of
tier.
the damage done, neither did I. She was so strong and conclusive that even Andrew's great father felt she didn't really understand the gravity of the situation. But she turned out to be right. Right, Melody? She turned out to be right.
Yo, the guy sounds crazy right now. He reminds me of my boy Jason Scoop impersonating him. You guys know Jason Scoop? He does the Trump impersonations. Let me know in the chat if you guys are familiar with him. He's so funny. He's so funny. No, you're not blocked. You're here. You're good. 155 views an hour. That's a record for me. Thank you, Dawn.
Amazing, actually. I said, where does this woman come from? She's the most positive person I've ever met. With God's help, Andrew has battled back from the edge of death. And
I'll find one of his clips
we're
after
talking about
this.
the edge
He's so funny.
of death.
But the way Trump
On his
sounded
way
when
to
he's
a
yelling is how this guy
miraculous
Scoop sounds when he impersonates
He's got a
Trump.
little work to do, but he's doing great.
You'll see what I mean.
Nice to see you. He's a good-looking guy. Nice to see you. Thanks, Andrew. Thank you very much. So, Andrew, while you're up, now I'm going to ask a highly respected General James Seward to present Staff Sergeant
86
Andrew
knows
Wolf
what's up.
and the great family of Sarah Beckstrom, with the award created by our late, great President George Washington himself. It's called the Purple Heart.
Doesn't this guy, like, ever have anything, like, positive to talk about? He's 75% iguana. Maybe his tanning bed was on the fritz. You know he has one of those in the White House. Yo, Danks had a fire video today.
Love you all.
We're going to watch part of Danks' video. Not
We're
the whole
proudly
thing, 'cause
restoring safety
I don't want to
for
rob them of
Americans
any
at
views.
home, and we are also
But we're going to watch
restoring
part of it.
security for Americans abroad. Our country has never
I actually
been
have a really
stronger.
good
My
idea to do a
first
video
10 months,
that's
I
like a
ended
sequel
8
to his
wars,
video, but I wanted to talk to him about it first.
Cambodia. Isn't it funny? Sick people. Cambodia and Thailand, Pakistan and India would have been a nuclear war. 35 million people said the Prime Minister of Pakistan would have died if it were not for my involvement. Kosovo and Serbia, Israel and Iran, Egypt and Ethiopia, Armenia and Azerbaijan.
Yo, I want to say something right
Congo and Rwanda.
But I don't know how to say it without getting in trouble.
In Gaza, which proceeds at a very low level. It's just about there. And I want to thank Steve Witkoff and Jared Kushner for your help. Thank you, Steve. Thank you, Jared.
You guys remember when I said those things about Charlie? When Erica was over the casket sobbing over him? Trump's standing there, looks more legitimate.
And I also want to thank the man they report to, Secretary
than
of
Charlie
State
did in the...
Marco Rubio. Thank you, Marco.
Let me know if you put that together, guys. I don't want to say it. Big Latin. Yeah.
People like you. You know, Marco got.
I guess I'm trying to say he doesn't look off. He actually looks off. He looks more
54%.
legitimately off standing there than Charlie did in the casket during
guy.
Erica Kirk's photo op when she wanted to sob on Instagram
right,
for some
Marco?
reason.
You have done a great job, great Secretary of State. I think he'll go down as the best ever.
He will not go down as the best ever.
Under the ceasefire I negotiated, every single hostage, both living and dead, has been returned home. Can you believe that?
He's not even orange. He's like gray. He's the gray man. He's like Ryan Gosling in a Netflix movie.
Nobody thought it was possible.
There he is yelling again.
Nobody thought that was possible. Both living and dead.
Need some compression in his microphone.
Who had a dead son, their boy, that always told me their boy.
He's like
they
the
wanted
fucking
him
Walking
as much
Dead.
as though he were living. It was
his hair isn't even orange.
They came back, and when we got all of the living hostages back, and many, many before them, but I always said those last 20 are going to be
I would legitimately feel terrible for him right now if he wasn't covering up for so many PDFs.
But I said those last 20 are going to be tough. We got them back, but we only got back 14 or 15 of the dead of the 28. And believe it or not, Hamas worked along with Israel, and they dug and they dug and they dug. It's a tough thing to do, going through bodies all over, passing up 100 bodies sometimes for each one that they found. Tough job. And they finally got it back to 27. And then Steve and Jared, they got it back to 28. They found all
Yo, this guy
28.
had
Nobody
so
thought
much
that was
potential
possible,
too.
but
If
we
he
did it.
actually loved America,
I remember
he could have fixed it.
family of the 28.
Maybe not like totally fixed it, but he could have done so much.
Grieved, but they were so happy,
much.
as happy as
Instead, he's just robbing us blind.
Possible to be. They had their boy back.
He's keeping all the bad guys out of jail.
Sir, we have our boy back.
And he's patting himself on the back publicly while he does it.
Back. So thank you both very much.
It's disgusting. Disgusting. I hope he finds Jesus, though. I do. I hope he repents. And that's like the one message that I want to have.
And we're working very hard to end the ninth war.
Why you gotta yell,
killing and slaughter between Russia and Ukraine, where 25,000 soldiers are dying each and every month. Think of that, 25,000 soldiers are dying a month. A war which would have never happened if I were president.
Here we go. Here we go.
As president, I will make peace wherever I can, but I will never hesitate to confront threats to America wherever we must.
Threats to America?
In a breakthrough operation last June, the United States
or threats to America's stepmom
obliterated Iran's nuclear weapons program with an attack on Iranian soil known as Operation Midnight Hammer.
Can save everybody. Yes, he is definitely a narcissist, and they are all traitors. But we cannot stoop to the level. That's why. Never put hate out there.
For decades,
no hateful
it
energy.
Has been the policy of
Pray
the
for your
United
enemies.
States never to allow
hope they
Iran
repent.
to
Hope they find Jesus. Hope they find their way.
Many decades since they seized control of that proud nation 47 years ago, the regime and its murderous proxies have spread nothing but terrorism and death and hate. They've killed and maimed thousands of American service members. And
the step-parents are definitely from Philly.
Even millions of people with what's called roadside bombs.
I came up with that off the top of my head yesterday, too.
Kings of the roadside bomb.
Yep.
And we took out Soleimani. I did that during my first term. Had a huge impact. He was the father of the roadside bomb.
Why don't we talk about Vegas? I want to know what really happened in Vegas.
And just over the last couple of months with the protests, they've killed at least, it looks like, 32,000 protests. 32,000 protesters in their own country. They shot them and hung them. We stopped them from hanging a lot of them with the threat of serious violence. But this is some terrible people. They've already developed missiles that can threaten Europe and our bases overseas, and they're working to build missiles that will soon reach the United States of America.
Oh, my God, yo. Who
After
wrote a script,
Midnight
BB?
Hammer, they were warned to make no future attempts to rebuild
terrible people. Why don't we deal with the terrible people that are right here in America?
Weapons, yet they continue.
Why don't we just start with the ones in the files? You know, the ones that they were putting the kids in that chair and pulling their teeth out so that they wouldn't bite. What about those terrible people?
We are in negotiations with them. They want to make a deal, but we haven't heard those
secret
words.
I'm trying to compose myself better now.
A nuclear weapon.
I still pray for the guy, but I gotta let it out, you know? He's not doing a very good job at repenting. I'll tell you that much.
My preference is to solve
this
problem
yelling again.
Through diplomacy.
I wish he would yell at BB
but
like
one
that.
thing is certain, I will never allow the world's #1 sponsor of terror, which they are by far, to have a nuclear weapon.
You're right,
Can't
you
let
would.
that happen.
The only time this guy looks in the mirror is when he's beaten off. Pardon my French. I don't mean to be crude. I'm just telling it like it is.
And no nation should ever doubt America's resolve. We have the most powerful military on earth. I rebuilt the military in my first term. We're going to continue to do so. Also, we just approved a $1 trillion budget. We have no choice. We have to be strong because hopefully we will seldom have to use this great power that we built together. It's really called peace through strength, and it's been very,
oh my
very
God,
effective.
yo, he's taken all of BB's lines. All of BB's lines. Yo, if he says that they're 1 day away from capabilities, I'll give away another hoodie.
Thanks to Republican in Congress, we're investing that record number of dollars, have no choice, in the United States Armed Forces. Also creating a lot of jobs, but we're not even doing it for that reason. Because, as I said,
you know
we
what
have
the
more
worst
jobs,
part
more
is?
people working today than
He gets
ever
up here
before in the
confidently
history of our
saying
country.
this because he
And
thinks
NATO
that we're
countries
stupid
are
enough
friends
to
and
believe
allies.
it.
They are. They're our friends and they're our allies. Have just agreed at my very strong request
No, that's not all he takes from
to
BB.
pay 5% of GDP for military defense rather than the 2%, which they weren't paying. We were paying for almost all of NATO. Now they're paying 5 as opposed to not paying 2. And getting that 5% was something which everyone said would never be done.
I think that the problems with Iran
we got it really easily.
can be handled through diplomacy.
And, big difference between 2% that's
I
not
think that the
paid.
problems with Russia could be handled through
Very
diplomacy.
few were paid up.
I mean,
Now
at least I would
5%
like to
than they're
believe
paid.
so.
And everything we send over to Ukraine is sent through NATO, and they pay us in full. They pay us totally in full. Every branch of our armed forces is setting records for recruitment. This is so exciting. And every
Bro, the only
service
record
member
you set
recently-
is covering up for the most PDFs in a term. And you did it in like your first 2 months. He calls him his Trump dump.
And every service member recently received a warrior dividend of $1,776.
Yo, this guy, the way his voice sounds right now, he sounds like he's got that.
You know, they put it on my desk. We got
gold
the money
pager
from
jammed up
tariffs
his
and other
ass right
things.
now
A lot
while
of
he's
money
giving the
we have.
speech.
We have much more money than people understand. Have to rebuild that program a little bit, but it won't take long. But we got the money, and it was $1,775, and they wanted my approval. And I said, what's the number? $1,775. I said, wait a minute. For $1 more, we can have $1,776. It's going to.
For $1 more, we can have $1,776.
I never asked anybody if we could afford it. $1 more.
He sounds like a
I
fucking
said
infomercial right now.
$1,776. And I said, that's good. And I'll tell you what, our military, that was
And if you buy now,
4 months ago, our military, I never see a person
you will
in the
get your
military
digital
that doesn't
ID
thank
for
me
free.
it, so we're honored to do it. They deserve it. And we call it 1776. It was great. And we love our military. We love our law enforcement. We love our firemen. You know, the firemen don't get mentioned enough. We love our firemen. We're also...
Oh, yeah? You love your firemen? America didn't love their firemen 25 years ago. Yeah, this is a hard watch.
We're also
It's like watching a
restoring
snuff
American
film.
security and dominance in the Western Hemisphere, acting to secure our national interests.
Listening to
and
him
defend
talk right
our
now
country
is like
from violence,
if you heard the
drugs,
audio
terrorism,
version
and
of the Epstein
foreign
files.
interference. For years, large swaths of territory in our region, including large parts of Mexico, really large parts of Mexico, have been controlled by murderous drug cartels. That's why I designated these cartels as foreign terrorist organizations, and I declared illicit fentanyl as a weapon of mass destruction.
No way! I didn't think he was gonna say that one. Oh my God! Yo, it's like the greatest hits. It's like the greatest hits.
And with our new military
What's next?
campaign,
An
we have
anthrax
stopped
scare?
record amounts of drugs coming into our country and virtually stopped it completely coming in by water or sea. You probably noticed that.
Okay. Venezuela had nothing
Very
to do with
seriously
fentanyl.
damaged their
Zero.
fishing industry also.
Zero.
Nobody wants to go fishing anymore. We've also
This guy's a
taken down
fucking
one of the
joke.
most sinister cartel kingpins of all. You saw that?
Yeah,
yesterday.
whispering sweet nothings to us.
In January,
Right now, we're getting the Stormy Daniels pillow talk. Yeah, I don't know.
in
where I come up with
January,
this shit.
elite American warriors carried out one of the most complex, spectacular feats of military competence and power in world history. No one's seen anything like it. Foreign
Nothing-
leaders, I won't
nothing
tell
to
you
do
who
with it.
called me, and they
Nothing to
said,
do with
very
it.
impressive.
America had a lot to do with it. Because it started when we went to Afghanistan.
They saw what
where
happened.
over 90% of the opioids are produced.
Go
figure, right?
That we had years ago when we fought to tie. You know, it's a great fighting force. I'm so proud of it. Look at Space Force. Space Force is my baby. Because we did that. My baby. It's becoming so important.
Yo, I will cream my pants if Trump says that we're gonna finally go to the moon for the first time.
And America's armed forces overwhelmed all defenses and utterly defeated an enemy, good fighters, to end the reign of outlaw dictator Nicolas Maduro and bring him to face American justice. And this
American
was an
justice.
absolutely colossal
That's a good
victory
oxymoron.
for the security of the United States, and it also opens up a bright new beginning for the people of Venezuela. We're working closely with the new
Guys,
president.
don't forget, George
Venezuela,
Bush Sr.'s
Delcy
nickname
Rodriguez, to
used to be
unleash extraordinary
Poppy.
economic gains for both of our countries and to bring new
I
hope
think
to
Ian
those
actually
who
did a
have
video
suffered
talking
so
about that
terribly.
a couple weeks
They
ago.
really did suffer. With us tonight is
Actually, no, I know he did.
Alejandro Gonzalez. She grew up in a tight-knit Venezuelan family and was especially close to her beloved uncle Enrique. But after Enrique ran for office and opposed Maduro, he was kidnapped by Maduro's security forces and thrown into the regime's really infamous prison in Caracas.
Yeah, Poppy
Alejandro
Bush.
feared she would never see her uncle again. She feared for her own life also. But since the raid, we have worked with the new leadership, and they have ordered the closure of that vile prison
Clinton
and
was
released
Bubba.
hundreds of political prisoners already, with more to come.
And Donnie was John
Alejandro,
Barron,
I'm
apparently.
pleased to inform you that not only has your uncle been released, but he is here tonight. We brought him over to celebrate his freedom with you in
McDeath
person.
is in the building.
Enrique, please come down.
Yeah, Sean, you're 100% right. They got to pay for all those weapons that they're not supposed to distribute. Yeah, illegal aliens. Damn, bro, let her go. Get a hotel.
Thank you, Enrique. Have a good time. Nice to have you back, Enrique.
Oh, my God.
There were many heroes on that January raid to capture Maduro. Really great heroes. It was very dangerous. They knew we were coming. They were all set. But the deeds of one warrior that night will live forever in the eternal chronicles of military valor.
I can't believe he's still talking.
Chief Warrant Officer 5.
No, Mitch McConnell can't.
Eric
He doesn't have the motor skills to give a girl a hug like that. Come on.
Was the flight lead in the cockpit.
Mitch McConnell is like the modern day Weekend at Bernie's.
A big, beautiful, powerful helicopter. It was a massive Chinook carrying, as you can imagine, many American warfighters. Wearing the dog tags, his wife Amy had blessed with holy water before he left. She knew it was going to be a rough one. Eric steered the Chinook under the cover of night and descended.
It was going to be a rough one, the Chinook?
Heavily protected
Is this guy talking about Venezuela?
This was a major.
Or are we talking about Stormy Daniels again?
Protected by thousands of soldiers and guarded by Russian and Chinese military technology. How did that work out?
Oh, my God. I crack myself up, man. I crack myself up.
While preparing to land, enemy machine guns fired from every angle, and Eric was hit very badly in the leg and hip, one bullet after another. He absorbed 4 agonizing shots, shredding his leg into numerous pieces. And yet, despite the fact that the use of his legs was vital to successful helicopter flight, legs are the most important part of flying a helicopter, to deliver the many commandos who would capture and detain Maduro was the only thing Eric was thinking
Yeah, where's Erica when you need her?
Even as he was gushing blood, which was flowing back down the aisle, helicopter lands at a steep angle.
The helicopter lands at the steep
right
angle
in front of him.
with the
Right
Chinook.
in front of him, two machine gunners who
such a
escaped the wrath of the previous planes. Eric maneuvered his helicopter with all of those lives.
Just like Ghislaine Maxwell escaped the wrath of the American justice system.
His gunners eliminate the threat. Turned the helicopter around so the gunners could take care of business, saving the lives of his fellow warriors from what could have been a catastrophic crash deep in enemy territory. Only after safely landing the helicopter with all the warriors aboard in the exact right spot, which was vital to the mission.
For over an hour.
Probably would have had to maybe cancel the mission if that didn't happen. Eric told his co-pilot, also wounded, but not as gravely, to
that's what we should be playing. After this, we'll
about ready to pass
turn on like Matt Walsh and Ben Shapiro and hear them talk about how freaking moving this speech was.
Hinge on Eric's ability to
Actually, I don't know if Ben Shapiro will go that far because he hasn't been talking about our stepmom yet.
Unbelievable what's happened to his legs. Of the bullets and keep on
with these right-wing shills. We're talking about how great of a leader he is.
People knew what was happening. Everybody in the back of the helicopter knew because they saw the blood pouring down the aisle. Chief Warrant
hour
Officer
and 42 minutes, but
Slover
we were on for a little while before this started.
Serious wounds, but I'm thrilled to say that he is here tonight with his wife Amy, Eric, and Amy. Come on in.
Who is this now? Yo, how many times are you going to get up and clap? Yeah, man, I actually thought that this was going to be somewhat entertaining. This is like a giant crock of shit. This might be my worst episode ever. Nah, it's impossible. I got you guys here. We make the show. We make the show. Every now and then you gotta show up to a wake or a funeral. It is what it is.
And Amy, in recognition of Eric's actions above and beyond the call of duty, I would now like to ask General Jonathan Braga.
Now it's just like sad.
To present Chief Warrant Officer Slover with our nation's highest military award, the Congressional Medal of Honor.
Just put on mute and talk as if I'm him. Look, these people, it's like they just get together to clap for each other. That guy looks like a complete stereotypical Hollywood military soldier guy. Nah, I'm not going to joke about the troops, though. God bless the troops. God bless the vets. I just hope that they do the right thing. I don't think he's miserable. I think he's just scared because he's in a room with so many foreign agents. He's probably just nervous. He's got his guard up. You know, that room seems really most odd, if you know what I mean.
Great to get to know you. I met with them and with a lot of their fellow warriors at Fort Bragg recently. You notice the name Fort Bragg. We have it back. We brought it back.
Fort Bragg. I'm telling you, he's turning into Biden.
And then they decided to change the name. So we changed it back. Everybody wanted to change back, too. And 10 of Eric's fellow warriors from that incredible night of victory will also be receiving medals at a private ceremony that will soon be held at the White House. And Eric will be there.
Hold on, I don't know.
Thank you.
I have an idea. I might be able to save the show. Let me see. You know, I don't even know if
I'm... Thank you,
I'm
Eric. That's a big one.
friends with him. I don't follow
Tonight
him
we've
on
celebrated many truly
Oh, there he
extraordinary
is.
American patriots, but there is one last living legend to honor before we go. He is one more heroic American aviator, Navy fighter pilot Royce Williams.
Well, look, folks,
in
it's
World War
your
II,
favorite.
Korea, Vietnam, flying more than 200.
Can you guys still hear? Hold on. This is Jason Scoop. Give him a follow. Jason Scoop. Oh, you can't hear him? No way. Oh, I fucked that up, huh? Don't worry, I'll play it back. I'm sorry, guys.
No diddy in terms of sausage, but you guys are great people. He said, my
Hold on.
friend Kevin from Germany is turning 31. Look, it's going to be your best year yet.
Let me get it.
Win big all the other. Well, look, folks, it's
not muted now. You got it?
And I'd like to very strongly wish a very happy 31st birthday to a great guy, a tough guy, strong
Barrett,
guy,
no. I knew someone was going to say it.
very handsome. We call him Kevin. Hello, Kevin. I'm Donald Trump, and I want to wish you a very happy birthday. And frankly, look, I think it's going to be very happy. If you look at the numbers, I think you're going to get a lot of big, beautiful gifts, but perhaps none bigger or better than this one. A personal shout out from Donald Trump. You know, your friend Khan.
Are we good?
K-A-A-N. Khan reached out. And he reached out very strongly. And he said, Mr. Trump, Mr. President, it's my pal, Kevin from Germany, and I have great respect for the German people. You look at it in terms of the lager, right? And the sausage. You love your sausage and your lager. No diddy.
I actually grew up with this kid.
But you guys are great people. He said, my friend Kevin from Germany is turning 31. Look, it's going to be your best year yet.
That's what I said. He does sound more like Trump than Trump tonight.
Why is Kevin being 31 better than we are? It's incredible. So I have to tell you, Kevin, we will defeat the radical leftists, Marxists, and communists. We will take back our country and really the world. If you look at it, we're going to save the world. Because under cackling Kamala and deceased Joe, I called him Sleepy Joe. Now he's deceased. Joe is dead. So I call him deceased Joe. I used to call it the Benadryl administration. Now I call it the morgue administration because it's being operated from the morgue. Joe is dead. He's cold. He's got a little tag on his toe. It's not good. And then you got Kamala on the sidelines just laughing away. Such a disgrace. It's a horror. We can't let Kamala. I'm like, who the hell would vote for Kamala? It's a horror. And then, of course, you have Obama to Barack Hussein Obama. There's another beauty. He comes out. It's unacceptable for the African Americans to vote for Trump. This is such a disgrace. Nobody has done more. Okay, nobody. For the black people, okay? You look at what we did. We got them all out of prison. Okay, I freed everybody. More than Lincoln, if you look at it in terms of free. And what we did, and they're all choosing Trump now. The Hispanics, you look at the Hispanics, everybody, the German people like you, everybody. They've all switched.
His hair even looks more like Trump did tonight.
You know, women. All I could say is, I have great respect for the women, but I'm glad I was born with the pee-pee and not a hole. Okay, let's just leave it at that. But look, in closing, I want to wish you the happiest birthday, and frankly, look, it's going to be huge, okay? Believe me. Look at that dance. That's the happy birthday to Kevin dance, right? Look at that crowd. Terrific.
Yo, Jason Scoop, follow him on X, follow him on Instagram.
Well, look, folks,
that guy is the best. He's funny and he's a great guy. No, we're gonna get rid of this crap. We're gonna find something else to do, but no. Sorry, wrong button. We're not going nowhere yet. Don't worry, folks. Hold on, why is my mic so loud? All right. Yo, Danks, are you still here? Danks, let me know if you're in the chat. Yo, is the State of Union still going? Let's see. Yo, imagine we sat here watching the whole time, and then we turn it off, like right when he announces we're going to war with Iran. That would be crazy. All right, let's see. Guys, don't worry. They're still clapping. We didn't miss anything. They're still clapping.
To the skies on the wings of aluminum and steel.
Aluminum and steel.
Mankind into the stars.
Don't worry, we're talking about chemtrails now.
American will and unyielding American pride. We wired the globe with our ingenuity. We captivated the planet with American culture. And now we are pioneering the next great American breakthroughs that will change the entire world. All of this and so much more is the enduring legacy, unmatched glory of the hardworking patriots who built and defended this country and who still carry the hopes and freedoms on all of humanity's backs. For years they were forgotten, betrayed, and cast aside. But that great betrayal is over, and they will never be forgotten again. Because when the world needs courage, daring, vision,
yo, imagine how much better this speech would have been if he would have hired Jason Scoop to give it.
When God needs a nation to work his miracles, he knows exactly who to ask. There is no challenge Americans cannot overcome, no frontier too vast for us to conquer, no dream too bold for us to chase. No horizon.
I heard aluminum and metals, so I thought he was talking about what they're spraying in the sky. I could be wrong.
Providence, and these first 250 years were just the beginning. From the rugged border towns of Texas to the heartland villages of Michigan, from the sun-kissed shores of Florida to the endless fields of the Dakotas, and from the historic streets of Philadelphia to right here in our nation's capital, Washington, D.C., the golden age of America is upon us. The revolution that began in 1776 has not ended. It still continues because the flame of liberty and independence still burns in the heart of every American patriot.
Yeah, it still continues because we're still getting overtaxed and all of our money's getting sent overseas.
Brighter, bolder, and more glorious than ever before. Thank you, God bless you, and God bless America.
Yo, he hesitated there. I thought for a second he was going to say God bless Boston or God bless Philadelphia. Depending whether you watch Danks or Colin. Oh my God, what a joke. Now they're going to clap for another 45 minutes. Look at these two schmucks behind them. This is crazy. This is crazy. Yo, thanks. Are we going to watch your video? I got to find it. Oh, I got to adjust the sound too. I'll do that first. Thanks. Beginning, middle, or end? I keep you full screen too. Hold on, I just got to change the filter because your sound should be normal.
A coherent statement about criticism, but she's been placed on a stage by the Department of Education and Turning Point USA to educate the next generation. Well done, Department of Education. Bravo. So I'm going to be showing you today the full video that has already sparked a lot of controversy and concern regarding Erica Kirk, the Turning Point USA CEO, speaking at Genoa Kingston, Illinois High School on February 5th,
Look at that stud on the screen.
This was supposed to be a
not him.
Assembly.
Back to there. Look at this stud.
States Department of Education. Now, media was actually banned from this event. The only reason we have footage is because someone decided to take out their phone, a student, and record it and post it online. I'm going to actually do something I've never done before and react with a perspective of the mission of Turning Point USA in the mind of all of us as we move forward. And I will read you that mission statement, but first you need to understand.
Thanks. I'm going to fast forward a little bit, so I want to make sure I hit the good parts.
The exact opposite of what we're seeing from Erica
Kirk, your intro.
Especially at the school event that they hosted. We're going to watch in real time the things that she's saying and the actual event that she's speaking at versus their mission statement, what they're supposed to be doing. Because as we compare those two things, the mission statement and what she's saying at this school, in the parking lot with no ride home, you're literally a captive audience at this point. Just understand that they're holding students captive, requiring them to go to this event with Erica Kirk looking like a mess, speaking to them about, well, I guess you're going to see, because it's quite ridiculous if you ask me.
Yo, she looks like a horror show too. Danks is a stud muff. I'm not ashamed to say it.
And I want you guys to understand that every decision will make a mark on your soul. It will. So as a young man...
Hold on, before we listen to her, look at how she looks. I mean, I know it's a little grainy and stuff, but you know, she looks like not the main character of a Nightmare on Elm Street film, but like one of the characters that's like second to go, or one of the ones from the beginning of the movie that's like the first one to start seeing Freddy, and she's up for like 6 days and she knows her time is coming. Like, that is what she looks like. Am I wrong? Come on. Come on. Come on. Look at her and listen to her. It's a horror show.
Know that one day you're going to be a father. Know the way that you treat women, the way that you live your life every single day, it matters. Ladies, be that, be ladies, be modest. Live your life in a way that's honoring.
Where does a mark on your soul fit into any of that for school students? It doesn't. That's not history. That's not economics.
Don't compromise your character. You guys might think it's brave to go along with the crowd. You guys might think it's brave to laugh at certain things that aren't funny. But just know that people are watching. And one day you might need.
Yo, and she's talking to high school kids right now. She's talking to kids. She's supposed to be giving like a history lesson, right, Danks? She's like the drunk older cousin or the drunk aunt that's like fresh off of her crash out and horrible breakup with her abusive boyfriend. And she's like babysitting her nieces and nephews, like giving them a lesson about life. I don't know. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm taking it a little too far. I am trying to be objective, but I don't know how they let her around children.
A position of leadership that people look back on your life 12, 13, 15 years, and they'll say, wow, you made those choices, you made those decisions. Yeah, in those moments. But my aunt used to tell me, never do something that you don't want on the front page of the newspaper. Live your life in that way. Not because you're being constricted, not because you're afraid, but because you hold yourself to a higher standard.
I wonder if there's any choices or decisions that she's regretting right about now. You know what I mean? You think maybe, just maybe, that there's anything that she's been involved in, any activities, any decisions that she's made in the past 6 months that might be starting to weigh on her soul a little bit? make her reevaluate her life. Maybe everything isn't going as planned. Maybe her world is not what she thought it would be.
And I want to encourage you guys to do that. And I also want to encourage you guys, don't compromise your character. There's no reason to do that.
Sounds like she's talking from experience.
People, you might think. The man that took my husband's life, he made a choice over.
Oh yeah, thanks. You're a really nice guy. You're a really nice guy, because I saw this video and I'm like, oh my God, I am gonna play this tonight and I am going to have a fucking ball. And then I started thinking about how I'm gonna use Bayes to dig a little deeper. And see where I could go with this. Don't worry. I'll give you the dibs. Because you're like the analytical one, and you can like cross the T's and dot the I's, and you're getting all the views anyway. So I'll just give you what I find. You make the video, and then I'll react to it, and everybody will be happy. I think it's a great plan.
The course of
We're gonna tag team her like an Eyes Wide Shut party.
time.
The man took my husband's life. He made a choice over a course of time. He made the wrong decision consistently over his life. This right here is talking about choices, telling students not to assault people, and then mid-sentence, she pivots. She just described her husband's assassination to a room full of high school students of a civics assembly, and then she linked teenage decision-making to a murderer's life trajectory in the same breath. Think about the psychological weight of a 15-year-old sitting there.
All right, let's not get too graphic. There's ladies in the chat.
And suddenly the woman on stage looking like this, speaking like that, is connecting your choices, your daily decisions as a teenager to the kind of person who murders someone. This is a fear-based influence technique. It's not subtle either, and it has nothing to do with free markets, limited government, or responsibility of finances that conservative TPUSA had put on the application to get inside that building.
Listen, I just want to point out though, who we're seeing right now, I feel like this is the realest that she's been since Charlie died. I do. I actually think that she's being somewhat genuine here. I really do. Like, I don't think she's ever going to give the context, but I do. Listen, I try to be a gentleman. I'm not trying to like be too crude. I want this to be a safe space for all the women. I mean, I do make jokes. It is hard for me to control my mouth sometimes. I'm not going to lie. But I try to make sure that when I make crude jokes, that they're funny and that they're in somewhat good taste.
I again am so grateful to be here because this is where it all started for Charlie. And it was always so special for him because he understood that
equality.
There's something so much greater when you
Yo, she can't even get the words out. Look at her. Like she's up there. It's like the end of the movie when the party's over and the dust settles and the person ruined their life and they lost everything, and then you see them up in front of the crowd talking about how it happened, like Denzel Washington at the end of Flight, where it's like, yeah, you know, I'm here with you fine folk in jail, but at least I'm sober. You know what I mean? Except she's around children. What the hell? Like, yo, like, is this real? And who put her there? Like, did they know that this was going to be this kind of a train wreck? Or is this like right out of Michael Aquino's playbook on psychological warfare? It's one or the other. It has to be one or the other. It's either they didn't think that she was going to tank this bad, which would be really hard to believe because she's just been shitting the bed ever since Charlie died, or it's like an actual tactic for psychological warfare. I'm actually going to have to read one of Michael Aquino's books to find out. We're going to get to the bottom of this. I promise you.
It's been really emotional. these past few days. I apologize.
She's apologizing to teenagers for her own emotional state at a History Rocks assembly where she's supposed to be teaching them about America's foundation. I want you to imagine being a 15-year-old in that room. You're watching an adult, the CEO of a multi-hundred million, if not billion-dollar corporation, breaking down and crying on stage while talking about her husband's murder that you didn't sign up for. You were told it was a history event. You couldn't leave because the buses aren't here yet. And now you're watching someone else's trauma unfold in real time, and you don't have the tools to process it because you were a kid.
He's so analytical.
This is not education. This is an adult dumping emotional weight onto minors who do not consent on carrying it, and nor should they. I put this on the school and the people that allowed this to happen.
Something that's so important when even with understanding the character.
Yo, she looks like she's going through withdrawals.
It's so easy to hype on a keyboard. It is so easy to press send after typing something out that you think will have no ramifications. But it does. There's so many that echo that computer under the phone.
Yo, I just thought of something really funny. Really funny. This is like some multiverse shit. All right? This is off the top of my head. This is some multiverse shit. But can you imagine? Okay? We're in another universe. No, we're in the multiverse. Okay? I need you guys to, like, reset the palette. We're in another universe. Okay? It's not me reviewing this video right now and reacting to it. It's Charlie Kirk. He's still alive. He never married Erica. And this is his first time seeing her on the stage. What would he be telling you guys right now? What do you think he would be saying? Do you think that he would want to marry this woman? Do you think he would ever bring her to the stage to speak in front of children at Turning Point USA? It's a serious question. I'm not even trying to talk shit. I'm not even just trying to be funny right now. I'm being dead serious. If Charlie Kirk was alive and he never met Erica Kirk, okay, Erica Franzway, okay? This isn't me. This isn't Baze. This isn't Jimmy. This is Charlie that's reacting to this. He wouldn't be yelling and talking shit and eyes wide shut parties. He would be more analytical like Danks, talking about how this woman probably needs rehab and maybe some therapy, a psychological evaluation in order. But she should definitely not be on stage speaking to children about life and life decisions and where their life decisions are going to lead them. I mean, unless, of course, this is a rehab. If this is like a rehab right now and it's not a high school, then maybe. I don't know. Maybe. Actually, no. That wouldn't work either because she doesn't even look clean. Yo, I'm going to get sued over this one. Fuck.
And so, as you go about your life and understanding that choices do mold you, I just want to encourage you guys to be bold and fearless. Not everyone is called to be on the front lines. That's okay. Support those that are. Pray for those. Be there for them in ways that you could not even imagine, but just know that the enemy would love nothing more than to confuse you, to put you in a position where you don't think your life matters or someone else's doesn't matter, but it does. And so, just remember, again.
I just want to pause it real quick. You know what I mean? I think they would have been better just bringing Britney on the stage to do a performance. Oh my God. All right, that's enough. Let me go back.
Every choice that you make, is it bringing you closer? For me, closer to heaven. That's my focus now. Closer to heaven, closer to being the person that God has told you to be, or is it bringing you further away? When someone's criticizing you, is it constructive criticism, or is it criticism that is going to harm you?
And for the record, I would rather leave my kids alone with Brittany right now. For multiple reasons.
If it's not going to harm you and it's constructive, take part of it.
She can't even get the words out of her mouth. This is embarrassing. She is obviously not in a position to be speaking in front of minors, talking about emotional whatever is going on. This is very bad. If this was happening at my kid's school, I would be pissed. I'll be honest with you. I would be pissed. She can't even finish a sentence. She tries to say destruct.
Thanks, really? You say like one bad word in like the last 5 videos and you bleep it out? Maybe that's my problem. Maybe I should start doing that too.
Criticism. Then she attempts to somehow say constructed to heart whatever, which makes no sense in any context. Then she abandons the thought entirely and moves to something completely different. This is not nerves or nervousness. This is not a stumble. This is what happens when someone's cognitive load is completely stretched. It's exceeded. Her emotional processing is consuming so much mental bandwidth that her language center can't actually even maintain basic coherent structuring. Executive function of her brain is compromised. Working memory is overloaded. And she's supposed to be teaching these kids about American history and civic engagement, and she can't complete a coherent statement about criticism, but she's been placed on a stage by the Department of Education and Turning Point USA to educate the next generation. Well done, Department of Education. Bravo. This is what TPUSA brought to the school that day, and this is the quality of education that your tax dollars are spending. That's what.
All right, I think we got the gist of it. Like I said, I'm not trying to steal the views from Thanks. The video, in case you didn't see, Erica Kirk destroyed for telling sob stories to minors at high school history assembly. TPUSA exposed. I mean, Thanks is very good at making titles. Because the ones that are going through my mind right now for what we just watched would have probably got my account shut down. Oh my God. Yo, like that was like watching a horror movie. That was like watching a horror movie. Like, what the hell is going on? Hold on. I gotta watch this guy one more time. I gotta one more with this guy. Hold on, let me just. Look, Trump made a friend.
Wow, look at this guy.
How you doing? Wow. Wow, he's strong. He's so strong.
Straight out of Central Kingston, this guy, right?
Wow.
Now, are you from North Korea?
I'm not from North Korea. I'm from China. It's even better.
China.
It's even better.
And I have great respect for the Chinese people.
Look at this guy. He's so smart.
Look at you, right?
He's so sneaky. He wants me to face this way. The sun is in my eyes. My eyes is really small.
But we negotiate,
Mine
right?
is
We
small.
negotiate.
But
and we settled on looking this way. And I have to tell
But
you.
I'm bigger.
A little bigger in certain places not
I
so
like
much.
your wig.
Well, it's not wig. That's fake news. This is
It's
totally
made in China.
Real hair.
It's made in China. You know, in China we make wigs.
That's
Make that real hair.
Great manufacturing over there, but I can tell you that it's so good. So good to me.
It's
so good. So good. Unbelievable. Look at that.
Hey, here's the thing. We have something for you.
Oh,
something
okay.
for you.
Let's
Prepare
take-
something for you.
I'm excited. Let's take a look.
something.
Let's see. What do you get?
This is from China.
Okay.
Okay, this is the silk.
All right.
Made in China.
Ooh.
And it's
I like
from
it.
our...
Yo, they both sound more like Trump than Trump.
Nobody knows silk.
From my
I
town.
know silk.
Children.
Believe me.
And this is the best.
Wow, fantastic.
Okay. We're gonna give it to you.
Fantastic. I gotta put this sucker on, right?
I'm gonna put it on you.
Okay.
It's in our. Hey, listen. This is in our culture.
Okay.
If I don't put it on you, it's a huge disrespect.
I'd be like, right, so
I need to put it on you.
Let's do it.
Can you hold this?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Look at that.
It's very beautiful, very Chinese.
So
Premium
beautiful.
silk, made in China.
Unbelievably
Okay.
beautiful. Wow.
I hope you don't slap a tariff on this one.
Oh, no tariffs.
No tariffs on this one. Because this one, we're gonna put it on you.
Okay, let's
gonna
do
put
it.
it on you.
This is so great.
Let's
This
put
is
it
so
on
great.
you.
This is great service.
Let's put it on you.
Look at that.
No, it's not a service. It's how we deal with friendship.
Wonderful.
It's in our culture. It's
Wonderful
in our culture.
friendship.
We're very nice
Wonderful,
people. We're very
totally.
nice people.
Hospitable.
There you go.
Oh, that's good.
Trying to figure out what to play next. Oh, we're losing people? We've been going at it for a while. Yeah, the Chinese writing underneath. I know. Where are we at? I forget about the delay. Oh, you got a normie job? All right, I'll check out those beats. Looking like Freddy from Scooby-Doo. Oh, no. This guy. Hold on, let me find the full one. Hold on. You guys see this speech?
Radical voices on the left spread lies about genocide. Radical voices on the right demand that Jews take DNA tests. Both are wrong, both are dangerous, and both must be confronted.
I don't think anybody ever demanded anything about tests. You know, like that's not a fair assessment. I think he's just referring to the Tucker Carlson Mike Huckabee debate that they had, where Mike Huckabee really did just trap himself. Just made himself look like a fool. Yeah, sorry, I was going on X, I was scrolling like, oh, let's see what we can find. That was like the first thing that popped up. The rest is all, I don't know why everybody's posting about all this crap with this horror show that we just watched from Trump. Oh shit, here we go. Who wants to watch a real American actually, he's not even American, he's Australian. But you know what? He's more of an American hero than what we've been seeing. Oh, how's everybody doing? Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with the chat. What do you guys think? More American hero an American hero than most Americans right now? Although I'm sure he's an American citizen. But he was born in Australia, I believe.
They have another plan. And, you know, he's saying, build back better. You know, this concept that's got whiskers on it. Everybody says it. And have you ever seen government build back better? I mean, there's still people from the Woolsey Fire living in trailers and stuff, okay? When have you seen the government build back better?
Very,
It's
very
just
rarely.
social engineering, environmental regulation, and spending. That's the last
This guy
thing any of
always
us
tells
have
it
been
like it
burned
is.
out need are a bunch of bureaucrats
We do love
telling us
Australia.
how to rebuild our communities. They have another plan.
Yo, that guy is the man. Bum, bum, bum. Oh, we're still finding some good stuff. Yo, Danks, you still in the chat? I was going to ask him something. Uh-oh. A not-so-American hero. A little... You guys, can you handle a little fear-mongering right now?
That they must destroy civilization. They believe today that they must destroy the West. Most prominently, the United States of America. Those nuclear ICBMs aren't aimed for Tel Aviv or Jerusalem. They're aimed for New York and Los Angeles and Chicago and everywhere in between and around the United States of America. They're working closely with the Communist Chinese, Putin, and North Korea. And we are on the precipice, I believe, of finally addressing this so that we can have peace and security and prosperity. We haven't bothered that regime. That regime has been kidnapping, slaughtering, maiming Americans since day one. It seeks a nuclear weapon to destroy us. And any terrorist group that runs a country that murders 50,000 of its own people and would murder 1 million of its own people.
Didn't Tulsi say, like right off the rip, that there was no reason to believe that Iran was working on those types of weapons? And then, like, as soon as our step-parents wanted something to go on over there, all of a sudden she, like, changed her tune, or they tried to, like, act like they didn't say that. Like it was bad intel. You know what? I'm not even going to play that one. Jonathan Pollard. Jesus. Yo, my ex is like the worst. I need to like start watching some like more Tim Dillon or something. Actually, you know what? I'm sure if I type him in the search. So, is everybody excited for Candace tomorrow? All right, it says that Tim Dillon's a legend in this one. I don't know which clip it is. Oh, EMS is in? What's up? She's almost as funny as he is. Oh, what did I do? Yo, I'm the worst. I'm sitting here watching something without you guys. Sorry.
The Dow right now is over. The Dow is over $50,000. I don't know why
I just got so enamored with our Attorney General.
The Dow is over 50,000 right now. The S&P at almost 7,000. And the NASDAQ smashing records. Americans' 401ks
two Barton moments in one stream
are booming.
That's right.
Sorry, guys.
Who cares if
I'll be more careful.
Children. What does it matter? Who cares if we kidnapped them? The Dow is up. The Dow's up. Who cares if we snatched your kids and took them to an island to abuse them? The Dow is up. So what? So what? We're part of an ancient
see why I got
blood
a little
cult.
distracted for a second, though.
So what? We perform sacrifices to deities so that we can have their power. The Dow is up. You know what the NASDAQ's doing? The blue chips, the S&P 500. Why don't you shut your mouth about the kids that we abducted and sacrificed so we can we can
he's
please
the only person that
Lucifer,
can make us laugh about that
or
stuff.
Baal.
Baal.
So what? The Dow is up. So what? We worship Baal. Maybe you should thank Baal for the Dow being up 50,000. You're a pretty good stock trader, Raskin. From what I hear, maybe instead of angering Baal, you thank Baal. Thank Baal for what he's done for American 401ks. Baal. Baal has done more for the S&P 500 than Joe Biden did. Joe Biden didn't do anything for the S&P 500. We had to go to Moloch and Baal. That's Pam Bondi telling everyone to thank Baal, the demon Baal, for the S&P 500, and don't worry about the child sacrifices. But by the way, that's kind of what she's saying. It's actually what she's saying. Now, she's not articulating it.
Yes, he did say that about the Olympics.
She, frankly, doesn't have the ability. What she's saying is that Moloch and Baal are protecting the American economy, and that if we have to sacrifice a few people, it's not the end of the world.
Yo, that one was really funny. That one was really funny. But yeah, I totally related to him the other day when he was talking about, like, I can tell if I want to be friends with you or not based on if you're talking about watching the Olympics. Yo, I totally felt that. And you'll know as much if you were with us last night and watched yesterday's episode. Because I went off about that. About the Super Bowl, too. It's like so ridiculous. Oh, I'm going to get worked up just thinking about it. I'm really going to get worked up just thinking about it. All the people that couldn't give two shits about all the children that were getting their teeth ripped out so that they wouldn't bite and that they wouldn't be identified. All these scumbags that we have to deal with, like on our level, that we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, that couldn't give a shit about the kids. But like it totally ruined their year that Bad Bunny was going to perform at the Super Bowl. And the whole thing really just felt like it was a psyop just to push the right towards Turning Point. It's like, oh, let's make the Super Bowl halftime show. The Super Bowl, which, I mean, let's face it, it's mostly going to be more conservatives and people on the right that are going to be watching it and enjoying it. Let's give them their worst nightmare. Let's get them a semi-foreign, because he's Puerto Rico, he's a Puerto Rican, technically foreign. Let's get them a semi-foreigner that doesn't speak English. Like, he's foreign in the sense he's not really American, but he's Puerto Rican. So when they complain about it, we could give them shit. But let's get someone who speaks a different language, is going to sing in a different language, and from time to time likes to prance around in a dress and pretend he's a transvestite, so that we could give them the alternative and that they can thank Erica Kirk, who really, really needs all the freaking love from everybody right now, as we just saw from Danks' video, because she's on the verge of a bigger crash out than she seems to be going through. Like, she looks like she's having like a psychotic episode. So I think that they thought that she really needed the love, and they need to like build her back up. They need to get everybody on board with Turning Point USA so they can continue to try to use them to manipulate and indoctrinate our children. So we're going to have Bad Bunny, this semi-foreign wannabe transvestite, do the Super Bowl show, so that Erica Kirk can save the day and roll fucking Kid Rock out of his wheelchair to lip sync his greatest hits that he pre-recorded a month ago. Am I getting it right? Is that how it happened? Let me know. I'm trying to keep up. You know, it's kind of hard. That's my rant. Yeah, but I'm telling you, like, some of this stuff, it really gets me worked up. And when I think about what's happened to children, it really does. It just does something to me. It does something to me. You know, and I love Kid Rock. I'm not trying to make jokes out of it on his expense. I've always been a fan of Kid Rock. But like right now, like I said yesterday, anybody who's going along with this bullshit, if you're taking money from the likes of Turning Point USA and you're hanging around buddy with Trump and all these other people that are trying to cover up the files, it's like it's hard to be a fan. It's hard to support you. It's hard not to talk a little shit. You know? And it pains me sometimes. It pains me sometimes. Man. I don't know. It's just hard. What's that? Is where we all just have to band together. Yeah. No, it's true. Yeah. Yeah, I kind of enjoy this. I think I'm good. I think I'm good at this. I might not be good enough to get 100 views on a live stream. I might not be that good, but maybe one day. I'll just have to keep practicing. Maybe I'll just go live every single day. And if every live I could get one more viewer, one more follower, one more member, then in a couple of months I'll hit 100 views, 100 concurrent views on a live stream. I think I could do it. I think I could get there. I think I can. Maybe I'll even make enough money so I could give away more hoodies. You know, I could try. I can at least try. But I do. I don't want to just come up here and like, it's so easy to talk shit and to criticize and to point out when other people are doing things wrong. It's a lot different to really step up and try to make things right and try to really create real change. And I want to do that. I want to be one of those people. And I haven't really figured it out yet how I'm going to do it. But I think that this is a good start. I think this is a good place to start. To speak my mind, to share my research, to give my opinions, to get to know people, to have people get to know me. You know, who knows? Maybe I can even influence somebody that has a bigger influence in some positive way. And if I can't make the change directly myself, maybe I can help somebody else that is capable of making the change. Like, that would be enough for me. That would be enough for me. As long as I can pay my bills and sleep at night knowing that I'm doing the right thing and that I'm being a good person and that I'm being somebody that, you know, one day when my kids are older and they look back and they look at the things that I did and the things that I said and the person I was and the influence I had on other people, that they could be proud. That they could be proud. You know, I will never sell my soul. I will never sell myself out. I will never sell you guys out. You know, like, this is it. This is it. This is who I am. And I'm just going to keep going. But on that note, I am going to call it a night. I want to thank all you guys. I'm glad. This is a pretty good one. We went over 2.5 hours. I think this is a good place to end it. I'm going to work on some other stuff. I'm probably going to be live tomorrow too. I'm gonna get something good. I also got some stuff cooking. Like, I'm doing the lives now, but I still have my own little specials that I'm working on. And I have been working on this Charlie Kirk special for quite a while. I've had the outline going. It's going to be very long. It's going to be a multi-part. And I think that right now, I'm happy that Candace is doing her Bride of Charlie first. But I'm going to have something I'm going to have my own thing very soon. And I think you guys are going to enjoy it. Because while Candace is focusing on Erica and Baron is focusing on the case, I'm going to put the spotlight on some other people that haven't really gotten the attention yet, but that I think are just as complicit and just as guilty. And it might be a little controversial. It might piss a couple people off, but I really think it needs to be done. Because I think the world needs to wake up and they need to know who's credible and who's full of shit. And I think it's time that we put the spotlight on the real grifters. And that's all I'm going to say about that for now. But God bless all of you. You guys made my night. I'm sorry that we all had to sit through freaking Trump's miserable speech. It was nothing like I expected. I actually almost feel bad for the guy. It's like really, really sad. But you know what? He's covering up the files, so fuck him. But as for you guys, remember, like I always say, be kind, be grateful, do something nice for somebody. And if you were one of the people that got the memberships today, don't forget to email me your address so I can send you guys your hoodies. God bless everybody. God bless America. I'll see you guys tomorrow.